Do you want to know the best enrichment toy for dogs? Then watch this video. Keeping your dog busy and mentally stimulated is so important for their well-being, and that's why we use enrichment toys, and we also call them puzzle toys. My all-time favorite is a Kong, but recently I read about the Topple, and although they can be hard to find in Ireland where I am, I eventually managed to get some. So what I did, I submitted it to the test with my boys and I compared it with a Kong. I first prepared a large Topple. I filled it with banana mixed with yogurt and flaxseed. If you are wondering about what you can fill enrichment toys with, I recently made a video about recipes. You can check the link at the top of the screen. And because my dogs are used to get Kongs which are hard enough to get into, I used 2 Topples. So I slid a small one into the large one and added peanut butter around the hole to get my dogs interested. And I then put the toys in the freezer for a few hours. I first gave the Topples to Charlie, the rescue collie I'm fostering at the moment. As you can see, he's really gentle, so he took his time with it. He only managed to separate the large and small Topple after 11 minutes. Now, I do believe he will be a bit quicker next time. It's because it was the first time he had one of those. So it took him a long time to finish it, about 40 minutes. Then I made another one that I gave to Bruce. Now, Bruce is not as gentle as Charlie, but it still took him 7 minutes to find out how to separate the 2 Topples. However, it didn't last long after. He was completely done after a bit more than 15 minutes. Then he started to chew it, and the problem is that it's not as durable as a Kong. So if I left him with a Topple without paying attention, he would probably destroy it in no time, and he might swallow some pieces of it. You can see the part he chewed on at the top. Now, let's compare that to a Kong. So I did the same thing with a Kong Extreme. This is the extra large version. I filled it with fruits and yogurt, peanut butter around the hole, and put it in the freezer for a few hours. I first gave it to Charlie. As it's way less easy, you can see he's getting a bit frustrated at times and banging it on the ground to try and get the food out. Now, after nearly 1 hour, 55 minutes, he was still not finished and he was still licking it, so it definitely kept him busy a bit longer than the Topples. I then gave a similar frozen Kong to Bruce. It was done only after 30 minutes, so basically it lasted twice longer than a Topple. And even then, he was still going back at it and licking it. And because it's extremely strong, it's safe and he's not able to take chunks out of it. Now, to sum up, the Topple, the advantages: it's great for dogs with flat noses. There's a wide opening, which means less frustration and more engagement from your dog. It's easy to fill and easy to clean. It's versatile. You can have a small attached to a large to make the puzzle harder. And it can easily be attached to a crate through the hole on the side. So it's ideal if you have a puppy and you're looking for something to help you with crate training. Now, the cons of a Topple: it's not really durable. So depending on the dog you have, they could take it apart and maybe swallow pieces. So it cannot really be given as a chew toy without supervision. It can also be hard to find. Where I am in Ireland, it's actually a struggle. Also, it's expensive. The small version is already 22 euros. The large version comes at 26 euros. And if you want the extra large version, it's 41 euros. Now, let's move to a Kong. What are the advantages? It usually lasts longer as it's not that easy to solve. You have different sizes and versions. I really recommend the extreme version for heavy chewers. It's durable and robust, and it can be given to keep your dog busy when you go away. It's cheaper. The extreme version extra large that I use in the video is only 23 euros, and it's popular, so easy to find and buy. Now, some problems with the Kongs. Kongs have small openings, so they are harder to solve. So depending on the dogs you have, they might get easily frustrated and potentially give up after a while if nothing comes out. There's also a small risk of your dog's nose getting stuck because the opening is so small. Kongs are harder to fill and also harder to clean. Now, when it comes to choosing which one is best, a Kong or a Topple, I'd say it really depends on your dog. If you have a gentle Innos dog like this boy Charlie, maybe you can try a Topple. But if you have a heavy chewer like my Bruce there in the background that loves to go through things quickly, I'd say definitely use a Kong. I hope you enjoyed the content of this video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss our next video, and we'll see you next week. Bye!